Hello guys, I'll give you a demonstration of how to make plots using ggplot2 package. So first of all, we'll install ggplot2 package using install.packages function. We'll write install.packages and then in the bracket within quotes we write the name of the package, that is ggplot2. After that we have installed this, so you should just run this command and it will be installed. And after that you have to load the library. For that you have to write library, and within the brackets you have to write the name of the package, that is ggplot2. And then we'll load the library by just running it. After that we'll use just have a quick look at the data set which is already there. So in your course I have given iris and empty cars, so let me load empty cars data in the in our empty cars. And what I do, I use just run it, and it will print the data in the console. So this data has like these variables. We can also just quickly inspect the variables in this data set. So what we do, we write str in bracket empty cars, and now we quickly inspect the data set. So we have this is a data frame, the nature of the data, and then we have 32 observations and 11 variables. And we have mpg, which is a numeric variable. Cylinder is a factor variable, but it is written as a numeric. Here we can convert this into a factor by using factor function. And so we can make bar plot using this for this cylinder variable. And then displacement we can also I guess make. Then we have HP, horsepower, weight is also numeric, so we can make histogram for that variable. And AM and gears is also a factor variable, so we can also make this like use this variable for the bar chart. So let's start. Let's create a first bar plot using geom_bar function of ggplot. So ggplot has you have to use some layering in this. So first we have to specify the data set we are using. So if you have your own data set which is there in the console, so that thing also you can run. So what, let me do one thing. Let me just save this empty cars data as cards data, and let me save it. And now we have saved this empty cars data here. And what I do now, I'll create ggplot using this car object, cars data. Okay, so let me just ggplot. We start with this function, ggplot function, and then I have to specify the data. Data is cars, and I have to also specify the aesthetics, and I have to specify the variable I'm using. In this car data I'm interested in using the gear variable, so I should write gear, gear. And after that I am just typing geom_bar, and so if I run this command, it will give the bar plot of this gear data. Okay, so just let me quickly run this, and when I zoom it, it can be like seen as this. So creating bar plot is simple. This is one way of doing it. Other way we can do it, we can just assign this whole thing some object name. For example, let me do it here. I'll say it as gear ge. Let me say it gr, and let me save whole this thing as an object gr, and later on I will use gr object as for creating my bar plot. So what I do, I will write gr, and then I like plus, and then I write geom_bar, geom_bar. And so if I just run this thing, it will also create the same plot. Let me run this. So same plot is created. So this whole thing can also be saved as one object, and then that object can be used to create the bar plot. Next thing I'll do here is creating histogram. For that you should use geom histogram function, and then you should use data which is used on continuous scale. So as we have seen in our data set, one of the data set we has one of the variable is used as continuous. So let me quickly have a look at that mpg. Okay, so now what we do, we use mpg data as for creating histogram. So for that, let me just write again that function. So let me write ggplot. In bracket I'll write the name of the data set, which is cars, comma, aesthetics. In aesthetics I will specify my variable, which is x variable, x and y. So by default, first variable it takes as x, and the second it takes as y. So let me just now take it this as an x variable, and which is mpg, and I can also save this thing as mp variable, mp object, and then I'll use this thing as object, and then plus geom underscore say histogram. It will create histogram for that variable. So histograms are now created. So this is the function to use the histogram. Next thing which we'll do is we'll create the scatter plot. A scatter plot we can create using two variables. So the first we'll choose our two variables, and both should be you measured on the continuous scale. So mpg we have measured on continuous scale, and we have measured weight on continuous scale. So let's plot these two variables, and for that we have to use geom plot function. And for that, what we do, same thing we have to use, just we have to specify two variables. So I will write ggplot. I write ggplot, then data set is cars, aesthetics is x is mpg. So x is equal to mpg, and y is equal to, we had y is equal to wt. Okay, wt. And let me run this, and then what I do is I just create a plot a plot geom plot function. So I let pl plus geom plot. Okay, let me run this command, and what I do, I just select this and run, and we'll have this scatter plot. Here we have used two variables, mpg we have measured on x-axis, and weight we have measured on y-axis.